for this first problem, we could see here that we're looking for KE, or at least the difference in KE. Start drawing here. I do not know why it's not letting me draw. Let's see. KE. Okay? And we know that the equation we're going to be using today is 1/2 mass times VF squared minus, right? We're looking for the difference of the 1/2 and V squared. And that should give us our difference in KE. Okay? So now that we know the equation we use, and we know this because after we look at after we look at the numbers they gave us, we know we're looking for the kind of how much work is done. But we have to remember that in this problem, it doesn't really tell us who does it. So this is not really, we don't know what's going on. So, but we can at least calculate how much joules it is because all work is done in joules. So after we plug in the numbers, which I'll do right now, do it in red. So we got 1/2 times, this is a time, sorry, times 1 times 100, and it's squared, minus the 1/2 times the 1 times the 10 squared will give us a number of 4,950 joules. Okay, and that will help us solve for part A. Now, for what I was talking about earlier was about part B, that we don't know who does it, so we don't really know how much, can you know what force makes this? We don't, because it doesn't specifically tell us what kind of force makes this, although we calculated the kinetic energy, the KE, the work is being done. Now, for part C, it goes, can you tell me the distance traveled by the body? And it says we can only tell that the force times displacement, which would equal to 4,150 joules, or around 5,000 joules. But we can't tell the distance, right? Because we're not giving that value. And then it says, for D, it says what it means that the object have kinetic energy, 5,000 joules. This means that you have 5,000 joules of energy that can release it to the environment and do something with it, right? So although we don't know what direction it's going, we don't know who's acting upon it, we know the kinetic energy it's holding. Thank you.